It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Cowboys and the Vikings, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 14 carries, 67 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Back to the ground, Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, Would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They start on the ground with Elliott.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now.
Comeback route into the hands of Tolbert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 27, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
Elliott going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Garabay's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
Kirk Cousins of the Vikings back out there. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down.
Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And out across midfield, down to the 35. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cousins. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Rosa's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down.
Throwing is Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
Yet again, it's Humphries.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Special
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Rosa's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gun. Here's Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play action now. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
yards out. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Cousins from the gun on third. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Ball start. Offense.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
To throw, Cousins.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed two. He only got one. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you're going to win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Cowboys, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll